one castle, the hardest level in the game, isn't it? Ooh, super skills. Alright.
Don't have any star coins yet.
Well, I mean, I don't
Maybe
know.
we can watch some movies after the run.
Best part of
Okay.
this game.
Timing starts when I move off the arrow. I'll just give a countdown. 3, 2, 1, go. Okay, so this is New Super Mario Bros. Wii, and you're going to be seeing a lot of sliding down slopes in this game because sliding increases your speed just a little bit. So here I'm going to try to keep momentum going up these stairs. It's a little tricky. Okay. Gonna grab Propeller here, which is probably the most overpowered item in the game. I'm gonna use that to skip a few levels later.
The only thing that might rival would be Penguin Suit, but we don't get that in this run.
Yeah, Penguin Suit has its own quirk, where you can run at an increased speed by doing an interesting sliding thing. Okay, got a 454, that's a good time.
Best possible, unless you're Green Uprooter.
Okay, so on to 1-2. So in 1-2, it's a cycle-based level, so if I mess up, it's going to be a bit tricky to recover, but hopefully everything goes fine. So here I'm going to go under this POW block here. It's a new strat. Oh, I messed it up, but
Use
we're
the
going to
term
use
new
that to slide
loosely,
down this
but-
slope, which saves like half a second. And here we're going to grab a star, and in like similar to the other new Super Mario Bros. Games, this increases your speed a lot, so we're going to be using stars throughout the run wherever they are. And that also allows us to get through those piranhas early. And then here we're going to tilt this platform and slide down it, which saves frames. Okay, so on to 1-3. This is where the first secret exit in the game is. So right at the start of the level, I'm going to do a triple jump off of a question mark block, and there's this hammer brother, which is RNG, but I'm just going to get over him so I can get past no matter what he does. And he jumped up
RNG
that
skip?
time.
What's RNG skip?
Yeah, some people call that RNG skip, but it's a horrible name.
It's not as bad as the 8-1 damage boost. I mean,
Well, it's not a damage boost.
exactly, that's the point.
Try to get over these. Oh, that's fine. And it's possible to make it up there with just a single jump, but it's really precise.
Yeah. You can either do double jump strats there or triple jump strats. Some people just go with whatever they want.
Okay, so we have about 2 minutes before the next actual gameplay because there's this whole Toad cutscene and then there's the cannon cutscene. So, yeah.
But wait, one cannon is the hardest level in the entire game. What are you talking about? It says so in Oshgard's SDA comments.
No, he messed that up. It's actually 5 cannon.
Oh,
Because
sorry.
you have to do even less in that level.
Oh yeah, that's right.
So for some reason, on cannons and on the fight in World 5, mashing A during the load times, it increases the load time so you get through the level faster, but it doesn't work on any other level, and we have no idea why. And off we are to World 5.
Yeah, it's the 2 cannons and the piranha fight in the middle of World 5 for that type of physics.
Okay,
I don't know why.
so here's World 5, and this world is pretty infamous for having a lot of heavy reset points.
It's not even the longest world in the run, but it has some of the more technical movement.
Okay, so at the beginning of 5-1, I'm going to run up the side of the shell to try to manipulate a star out of this roulette block. And I got it. Nice. And then over here, just past this section, I'm going to be trying to hit as close to the bottom of these vines as I can without worrying about the piranhas. So here there's a section where I have to swim through the water, but I don't like doing that, so I'm going to try to skip it. Okay, we got it. And we're good.
Oh, that was cutting it close there.
Okay, so now we're coming up on the fight, and from the fight we're gonna get 3 bonus mushrooms, and hopefully if everything goes to plan I won't have to use any of them, but it's just a nice backup. And this fight is unavoidable, but for some reason if you encounter him in the middle it saves half a second, because reasons. So here he's gonna go down, so I can be 100% sure I can meet him in the middle. But sometimes it's RNG. So here I'm mashing A to save time in the loads.
Guess the piranha is my favorite game in the entire game, or mini game I would call it. Also mashing A.
Shoutouts to Toad Bubble hitboxes. Okay, so now we're coming up on 5-3, which is probably the most technical level in the game, maybe besides 8A. But there's just a lot of worrying about these bramble hitboxes and delaying jumps just the right amount. So let's see how this goes. Gonna do a ground pound cancel there to delay the bramble cycle. And then these logs can give you some trouble. So these blocks that I'm running under, sometimes you can get stopped by them. But I didn't this time, so that's good. I'm gonna do another ground pound cancel here. And then here you're supposed to hit these blocks, but I'm gonna wall kick instead. There are some invisible blocks there. And 446, that's pretty good.
It's pretty solid right there. There's a high 446 too, so it's even better.
Okay, so now we're coming up on 5 Tower, 5 Fortress, whatever you want to call it. And this is the first of 2 levels where the propeller really starts to pay off. So we're going to try to fly in specific patterns to manipulate the dry bones to walk different directions, and then get through the level as quickly as we can. So here, I'm going to fly to the right side and then move over to the left to get this dry bones to walk right. And then here, I'm going to go to the right, and I'll get him to walk right and then turn left. And that's the first half of the level. This cycle is pretty lenient. And then here, I'm just going to try to get through the level as quickly as possible. So the fastest cycle in RTA you can get is with 47 on the door. But in TAS, it's actually possible to get a 59, and believe I've tried to do that many times, and I'm unsuccessful.
Free 2503.
Here we have a very difficult and unpredictable boss fight. Fast Fright.
That's right indeed.
And 519. That's pretty good. Okay, so coming up is 5-4. And in 5-4, it's, if you played this game before, you'll recognize it as the infamous boat level with all the enemies falling down, and you can't let more than 5 go or the boat stops. But this level really is, I can't stand it, so I'm going to try to skip it with the propeller. I'm going to make a save here, so if I mess it up, I can reset and then try it again, because even if you fail to skip twice and then get it 3rd try, it saves time over riding the boat the normal way.
Going for 353 strats, are you?
No, not gonna go for fast strats. Just gonna try to beat the level.
Palace? Anything?
Okay, so the first two jumps are the hardest, so if I mess up, I'm probably gonna mess up there. You have to make these jumps as small as possible to avoid the enemies, and you can't really stop because there's things falling everywhere.
It's kind of difficult to jump too small there.
I'm gonna hit this POW, just so I can not have to worry about these bombs, and then here I'm gonna go above the level and try to avoid some enemies. Because there's actually these tracks where the enemies are falling down from, so I just use those. And we've done it.
Palace is easy. 354 pipe. Solid number.
347. That's horrible, but whatever.
Yeah, that's what I got in my PB, so you're making progress.
Okay, so on to Ghost House. So from this point on, it doesn't really matter if I mess up too bad, because I was planning on losing Propeller in 8-1 anyways, so...
And if he does lose it in Ghost House, there's he can just damage boost through one of the fire pillars in 8-1. Grab the checkpoint and then grab a fire flower and just it only costs probably about two
here
almost seconds for
I'm going to try to avoid sliding on the walls, but it's not very easy. Let's see.
They're like magnets.
Just brushed up against that one.
They want you to stick to them. Yes.
Okay, so here I'm gonna do a switch jump to get on this block. And then I'm gonna try to make this blind jump. And okay, we got it. And then here I'm gonna try to jump through these boo rings.
Fast BRJ.
And got a high 68.
Nice. Solid.
Okay, so now we have the true hardest level in the game, 5 cannon. You only have to make one jump instead of two. So here's the last time we can save time through load times.
Unless you're running on Wii U VC, which isn't legal. Please don't do it. The speed cops will come to your house and arrest you, so don't do it.
Okay, so now we're coming up on 8-1, which is basically just a train wreck of a level. There's these lava pillars that are shooting up, there's these meteors that are falling down, and they're all RNG. Buzzy beetles, their hitboxes are horrible, and I'm just going to try to adapt to these patterns as they come.
I think Gix out of most runners has the best strats for this level that dodge the meteors about 99.9% of the time.
Yeah, I got the bad pattern like 5 times while practicing, but I got the good pattern this time, so that's good.
That's good. That one was close. He's like, he wanted to hit you there. Oh, okay. Dang. You're cutting all these close.
And now there's this triple jump at the end of this level, which is really tight, and I shouldn't be going for it in a marathon, but I'm going to go for it anyways, so...
Nah, you can get it. I haven't seen you miss it in a long time.
Yeah, but still.
Please don't. You got it.
Oh, I didn't even get the double jump. Okay, well that's fine. I don't like this. Okay, we're good.
Oh. 432 pipe is pretty good. 439 is what, best possible?
Yeah, that would only be possible if I got the triple jump.
Triple jump is pretty cool, and it looks like you're gonna get hit every single time, but then you...
So, New Super Mario Bros. Wii was the first game that introduced air stalling, which is my favorite mechanic in this game, and you're gonna see a lot of it in 8-2. Because we're small Mario. So in the beginning, these meteors are also RNG, so I might die. Okay, they gave me a good pattern. So I'm just going to use these jumps and try to get through this level and try to run on the forward platforms and not go on the back spinning platforms. A few of these jumps are pretty tight, but we're good. Okay, so I'm not going to grab the checkpoint here because we want to be small Mario for the end of this level. Okay, we got that. There's a star here, which we're going to use to go through all these Goombas and get the extra speed boost.
The double spin. Nice job.
And a 41 pipe, that's good. Okay, this is why we want small Mario, because we want to stay off these backwards rolling things as much as possible, but it's much harder when you're big Mario. 428 pipe is solid.
Oh, nice. That was clean. That was really clean.
Messed up a little at the end of the tunnel.
Yeah, still. It was pretty
Rip
solid.
420 flag.
420.
Feels bad, man.
You could have stopped, but... Alright, now 8-7 is an auto-scroller, but not an auto-scroller. You can do some stuff in your power to make yourself go faster, but it's only about 7 in-game seconds of difference.
So unlike 5-4, there's no fancy skip for this, so I'm just gonna ride the coaster, and I use that mushroom just so I could have Fire Flower, and you can get the fireballs to ride the coaster.
Oh, that's smart. You can use Glitchy Mushroom?
Yeah.
Sweet.
I'm gonna do that with the 1-up.
Nice.
Oh, I lost fire. Whatever,
Oh,
it's not a problem. Oh, okay. I'm not gonna mess around anymore on this. This is starting to scare me.
Just grab a checkpoint, that's what I would do. Oh. Yeah, just grab a checkpoint. That's what I would do. Oh, if you're big, it's not gonna matter. Code big games.
If you want to show support for this excellent level design, post a resident sleeper in chat.
Well, I mean, in multiplayer, this level is kind of fun, but in what's it? The battle? That's fun as well. That's about it. This level's not worth it for much more than that.
Yeah, in multiplayer, this is the level where you would kill all your friends. Okay, we got fire again.
Sweet.
So there's this red coin ring, and if we get the red coins, we'll get a 1-up, and the 1-up does interesting things in this level, so let's see if we can get that to happen. And there we go. We got the glitch mushroom.
I love that.
And into the lava with you. Okay, so
that.
here in this last section, we have 2 coasters, so twice the auto-scroller, twice the fun, right? Gonna throw some more fireballs onto here. Oh, lost fire. Whatever, we only need Big Mario for airship. Okay, so on to airship, which... So this is where we get propeller back, and we're going to use it to skip a lot of the level. So basically the gimmick behind airship is these screws. So we're going to have to screw down these screws, and then they'll make platforms move. But we're going to try to avoid doing that as much as we can, because it wastes time.
332. God. Awesome.
Okay, so this one is mandatory. I'm going to grab this propeller right here. Then this is the propeller we want to keep for the rest of the game.
I mean, there's 2 other chances to get one. You could get, there's another one, there's 2 more in the airship, and there's one at the end of the escape, or the second half of it.
For anyone wondering, it's not possible to make this early cycle in single player, but you can actually scroll the screen forward in multiplayer. So if you have one player in front and one player in the back, you can get the cycle to load later and then get an early cycle. Okay, so here's the first part. This one is free, but the second one is not. Okay, we're good.
Second skip. Oh.
And there are 3 more.
Second skip is arguably the hardest, but it's not.
Okay.
Second or fifth. Whichever one you want
It's
to.
not a huge problem. I can grab another propeller back in the castle.
Low percent skip. Fourth
No,
skip.
I don't want a
Yeah.
damage boost.
Aw. Another arbitrary donut strat.
Okay, I'm gonna grab an ice flower here just for safety.
Oh, I totally forgot about that ice flower. That's actually there.
Okay, so I can get this first hit by ground pounding immediately.
And you can run a little bit to the right to make it a bit more safe, but you can
Yeah,
do
that's what I
whatever you
do.
want. Yeah. You can get right on the spot if you want it. It doesn't really matter too much. It's just safer to run a little bit to the right.
Come back here. Okay.
So the ice flower puts the fireballs out. You can do midders in this game. It's a bit interesting. It's possible.
But midair's like, it's not really what I would call a true midair shell jump, but I've managed to do it in tasks by holding a shell and then letting it wake up midair and then letting Mario jump off of that, which I guess is a midair shell jump, but not really.
You-
Okay,
And
so we're on to
castle.
the final level of the game.
Honestly, not having propeller here makes the first room.
Can you
Theoretically
guys tell
faster?
me the time on the timer, because I can't see the stream, when I enter the level? Like when the screen fades to black right now? Because by that I can tell you what time I'm gonna get, probably.
A
Okay.
good pal Mitch.
It's really hard to do that triple jump without an air stall, but that's what you would do with the propeller.
Yeah.
I just
You
did
can
it
make-
anyways, because why not?
You can make first room faster without propeller, but it's not worth really going for. There's a little trick at the end, but I don't think you're gonna go for it.
No,
'cause
I'm
it's
not gonna do that.
The one that I learned from the Super Skills video, it's not worth it.
Shoutouts to the Super Skills video. I still need to watch some of those at the end.
Yeah.
Okay, let's see if I can get the magical swag wall kick.
22-22 Gix. Just so you know, you probably saw it, but that was your castle entry time.
Nope, I missed the swag wall kick. Rip.
Aw, dang. That was close.
This is fine. Okay, I have a visual cue for when to jump on this. So that should get me into the pipe safely. Hopefully. Yeah, this is good.
What's your visual cue? I just like have strats for the whole thing.
Oh, it's really hard to explain.
Alright, I'll talk
Like, it's a
about
really
key
odd
items.
visual cue. Like, it's one of the bricks in the background.
I'll just talk to you about it later, or you like point out to me or something.
So I have ice flower. So these things are RNG, so normally I would have to try to jump through it with propeller, but
Bowser jump.
I can take them out with the ice flower also.
Oh, I forgot. That's pretty.
Okay, so I don't have propeller here, so I'm going to attempt to jump over Bowser. It's a little tricky because Bowser's hitbox is pretty large.
You can get it.
And we're good. Yump.
Nice.
Shoutouts to Super Mario World.
Bowser jump might be my favorite, like, not important strat in this entire game. Although it saves a good bit of time.
And GG. That's not the run, because this is actually Kamek. What a surprise.
Plot twist.
Okay, so I'm gonna try to manipulate these fireballs from Bowser, but it's pretty hard to get them perfect, so it's sort of similar to Bowser throws in SM64. No matter how many times you do them, you can still mess them up. Oh,
Yeah, perfect.
Bowser. It's not
Perfect fireballs are
do.
really not easy. Oh dang, that hit, yeah.
That's not good.
That happens. Sometimes that happens. Oh well.
Bowser, please. Okay, that was not good. Okay, so I'm gonna grab a propeller here. There's a little backup.
It's gonna be like a 490, what, 492 final, I think.
And then this is just platforming. Some of these jumps are pretty tight, so hopefully everything goes to plan.
You got it.
Okay, missed that one. And time is coming up.
Right when he hits the switch.
Time is on the switch. And that's New Super Mario Bros. Wii.
Right there. Nice run.
Okay, so we have a choice of either watching through the credits or showing off some cool stuff. So I'm gonna show off cool stuff instead.
Gix, it's not an official run unless you get the most important number in the entire game. Stash.
Okay. So this might be a bit off topic, but there's something strange you can do in this castle. So there's actually a category in this game called Wario%, where you get to this castle as quickly as possible, then do a certain glitch. And you're gonna see what that glitch is, and then you'll understand.
It's the most important glitch in the entire game.
Yep.
It's the highlight of one very important category
here
that your man Sonic just referenced in chat.
Let's see if I can get this. Nope. Let's try it again. Nope. Okay, we have one last shot.
Wario% is not an official category, you don't judge us. Oh, it is. Alright. Apparently, we're getting judged for it. It is an official category.
Come on. It's supposed to be easy.
You got it. I believe in you.
And there we go. So, the Wii is not a fan of having this many sprites on screen, so things might get a bit slowed down. I love this glitch so much.
Beautiful. And the Koopa's walking around in his ice block. Beautiful. It's free one-ups.
Yeah, this game is pretty high quality. Reminder that playing this game at 2 FPS is harder than it looks. Okay, we're back to 60.
There we go.
Okay, I don't know if we have any more time left. What was the time on that run?
They said 26:45 is what they said.
Okay, I'll take it. That's pretty good.
Yeah, it's really solid. Nice job. Oh, it was.
Oh,
Sorry.
that's really good.